You know that in the previous class we discussed about the direct method of finding the mean value, that is sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. So it's a direct method. So now we have another method called as assumed mean method. So what happens when the data is very large, then the direct method may be little heavy and not easy to do such problems. So here this assumed mean method is going to reduce the burden of doing such kind of problems with the data is very large. Large number, big numbers you are getting means it is little difficult to solve that questions. So now this will reduce the burden. How it reduces? See, you know that when the data is given, you cannot make any changes with the fi. You cannot make any changes with fi, but we can bring some changes with the xi. See, the marks are something data, with the data we can bring change. So for example, if some data is having say 105, 107, so 111, so 112, so these are some data, 130, 150, so these are some data. So here I can remove this 100 from this, minus this, assume that A is the mean value, 100 is some mean value, and find out the deviation, variation from this. So here only 5, so here 7, 11, 12, then 30, 50. So find out this mean value of this one. Then add this 100, because this 100 is common everywhere. 105 you have 100, 107 you have 100, 111 you have 100. Here also everywhere you are having 100. You remove this first, remove from the data. Then find out the mean value of these values. So then finally you can add this A. So then it gives you the mean value. That is called as assumed. We are going to assume some value as a mean value and find the deviations. These are the deviations from this mean value. So find out the average of these deviations. Then add the deviations, average of deviations with this assumed mean value. So then you can find out easily. So let us take one example to solve this easily. The same question we are going to take. So that is the class interval. Class interval contains, the first column we can write class interval. In the second column a frequency f5. So in the third one, so we can find out the class mark, that is xi. So then we have to find out the deviations. Deviation, I will tell you what is the deviations. So first, before that, let us enter this one. The previous question, same question, 10 to 25, then 25 to 40, 25 to 40, then 40 to 55, with a size of 50, 55 to 70, then 70 to 85, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. So this is the question that was given with the frequencies 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6, and it was known sigma fi is equal to 30. Sum of these frequencies it is 30. Now xi is the midpoint of this class interval, 10 and 25. Add these two and find out the average of these two. So it is 17.5. Add these two and divide it by 2. 17.5. 25 plus 40, 65. 65 divided by 2, it gives you 32.5. Again 40 plus 55, 95. 95 divided by 2, it gives you 47.5. Then add this to 55 plus 70 and divide it by 2, it gives you 62.5. 62.5. Similarly, 70 plus 85, you add them and divide them sum by 2, it gives you 77.5. So the last one gives you 92.5. This is the class mark. Now here what you have to do? So we have to find out the deviations. What is the deviation? So you are going to assume one number as a mean value, assumed mean value. You can take any one among this. Okay. So here I am going to consider this 47.5 as a mean value. While explaining, just I told you 100 as assumed mean value. The same way you can take any one among this. So I am taking 47.5 as the mean value. di is equal to xi minus a. Xi means each value, the class mark, each class mark, and the minus is 47.5. Just I minus the 100 in the beginning. The same thing you have to do here. So it gives you 17.5 minus 47.5 is equal to, subtract these two and it gives you minus 30. It is minus 30. Larger number is having a negative sign, therefore minus 30. Then 32.5, second xi, 32.5 minus same assumed mean value, 47.5. So it gives you, the difference is minus 15. Minus 15. Then xi the same value, 47.5. Then a assumed mean value is same, 47.5 only. So your answer is 0. Then again 62.5 is the xi, 62.5 minus a 47.5. So here it gives you positive number 15 plus 15.
15.
So now the xi value 77.5 minus 47.5 and it gives you plus 30. Then 92.5 minus a 47.5 and it gives you 45 positive numbers. So this is the deviation we are getting. All these are called as deviation. So now you multiply this deviation fi di. The product of this fi and di, 2 into minus 30, it gives you minus 60. 2 frequency into deviation, so minus 30 gives you 60. 3 into minus 15, it is minus 45. 3 into minus 15. Then 7 into 0, it is 0 only. 6 into 15, it is 90. Positive number 90 plus 90. Plus 90. Then 6 into 30, it is positive number, 6 into 30, another 80. Then 6 into 45, the product of 6 and 45, it is 270. So since we got the fi and di, let us find out this sigma fi di. So these are negative numbers and these are positive numbers. First you add the negative numbers and then add this positive numbers and find the difference. So the difference between these two, it is 435. It is a positive number, it gives you 435. Add these negative numbers, add these positive numbers and find the difference, positive number and the negative number. So it gives you 435. This is sigma fi di. It is the sum of the product of fi and di. Product you find out, then the summation you are doing here. So now we want to find out the mean value for this one. So I will keep this values, these two only required for me now. Then I am going to erase the remaining thing now from here. I need fi di. So let me derive the formula first, then I will come to the final solution. So now here you have the formula. X bar means sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. This is the formula. X bar means sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. I want d bar means, so average of these values, deviations, average of deviations. See, average of the class marks means sigma fi xi. Similarly, instead of x bar we have d bar. The formula changes like this: sigma fi di divided by sigma fi. There is no change, much change. X replaced by d, deviations we are finding. So now here deviations, you know that it is sigma fi di. What is deviation? You know fi. Deviation you have xi minus a. Di, when calculating what we did, how we calculated deviation? By subtracting the assumed mean value from each class mark. Xi minus a divided by sigma fi. Same thing we are doing. Then you multiply this inside. D d bar is equal to sigma fi xi minus, this is a constant value, it will not come under summation. You can write outside a into sigma fi. So it cannot go inside the summation because it's a constant value. You can take outside. So a into sigma fi divided by sigma fi. Now you can split this one. D bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. This one divided by this one minus a into sigma fi divided by sigma fi. So now you can cancel this sigma fi. So d bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. Look at this, it is nothing but x bar. So you can write here x bar minus what is the product? A. I want to find out x bar, then transfer a to the left side. So you are getting a plus d bar is equal to x bar. So this is the formula you are going to use here. So x bar I will write in another form. X bar is equal to a plus d bar. Once again let me write. So x bar is equal to a plus what is d bar? It is nothing but sigma fi di divided by sigma fi. So this is the formula you can use here to find out the assumed mean value. So now as we already calculated assumed mean value, what is that? X bar is equal to, for this particular problem, what is that assumed mean value? We assumed that mean value as 47.5. In that question we assumed that as 47.5 plus sigma fi di, we got it 435 divided by sigma fi, we got 30, frequency, sum of the frequencies. So you simplify this one, 47.5. So this one, so you can divide it by 3. 3 ones are 3 tens are 3 ones are 3, then 30, 3 fours are 12, 1, then 5, 3 fives are. So since you are dividing it by 10, so 14.5, one decimal point keep behind it. So 14.5. So then what is the sum of this? X bar is equal to 5 plus 5, 10, 1, then 8 plus 4, 12, 62. So we got the mean value as 62. Same answer we got in the direct method also. So in assumed mean method also we are getting the 62 as the average. So that is the meaning of assumed mean method. What we are doing here, first we assume a value among the class marks. Anyone you can assume as a mean value among the class marks. Then find out deviation xi minus a. Deviation you have to find out xi minus a. Then fi di. So our sum of all these fi di's. So that is sigma fi di 435. Substitute in the formula x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di divided by sigma fi. This is the formula to find the mean value using assumed mean method.